I symbolize the women of Skid Row. seeking to keep our head above the water, seeking to raise our kids, be good mothers, and watch them grow up. We got families, and we love our children, but you got to be strong to survive the nickel. It's a struggle to keep our femininity down here. You see, Skid Row, don't discriminate by gender. It's hard on males and females. That's a fact. And don't think you know me just because I live down here. I'm trying to survive. I'm trying to better myself. You don't know me. I have dreams and aspirations just like you. I love my children, family life, and all of that stuff that you see on TV.
You better get out of that TV world and get real.
Who said that?
I said that. You know who I am.
Yes, I do.
I'm the one who looks out for the children. You can't look out for yourself.
Well, I look out for my children myself.
So, till that guy calls, until you hit that pipe.
Don't hit no pipe.
I'm talking about those that do. And how did you get down here in the first place?
I'm not making any excuses.
Are you in the program?
Let me tell you something, Mr. Social Worker. I'm down here because I have made some bad choices, but I'm not going to let you beat me down with your negative thoughts and your too many forms. You just trying to find out about me, Papa, because you don't know about yourself.
What you mean?
I have faith in God and in the goodness of human beings. And believe me, this situation is just a temporary test, and I do plan to pass. Woo!
I am the social worker for the recovery zone. What we try to do is separate the wheat from the tares. And I must admit, sometimes we pull up the wheat, we're trying to pull out the tares. I'm here to document and evaluate what happens down here. How else can I find an answer? I must ask the right questions, trying to find a solution to this puzzle called Skid Row. Let's see. Skid Row is a puzzle made up of many pieces. Pieces like babies and children, the elderly and the poor, the sane and the insane, the good and the bad. The believers and non-believers, a laboratory, the wheat and the tare. The failure of the tares to support the wheat. Time allows for the wheat to get strong and separate from the tares. Now, you feed and nourish the individual, and that individual will nourish the family. And the family will nourish the community, and the community will nourish the world.
About the
through Skid Row, minding my own business, and this cat calls me over. Meow. I thought I had flipped my weave. And so the cat said, "Hey, sis, I want to have a word with you." I said, who, me? And the cat said, "Well, is there anybody else around?" Okay, so I walked over to the cat, and the cat said, "Now, look here, sis. I see you out there struggling to survive, and I want to give you some advice." I'm like, "You sound like a giant cat to me, like you know what you're talking about." And so the cat took a moment and he said, "Meow. Well, I ain't the one homeless and living in a box." Ouch. Hurt my feelings. Okay. So the cat said, "Now look, when they first took us out of the jungle, we ended up living in boxes, out late at night going through trash cans looking for food. And we said, no, this ain't gonna work. We got to come up with a program. Something simple. Something practical. And now, we live in the best houses. We eat all the best food. And we watch all the best TV programs. And now, here's my advice to you. Treat people right. And eventually, they're gonna treat you right. Be nice to people. And eventually, they're gonna be nice to you. And check this out. Try to have a positive attitude. Because the only place you're gonna get with a negative attitude is where you're at right now. And that is nowhere. And remember this. You hardly ever see cats living on the streets. And then the cat was gone. But see, I remember something that he had said. You don't hardly ever see cats living on the streets. And that's what I mean about the joke being on me. Because there is something wrong with a society that cares more about its animals than its fellow human beings.
My name is Prison Head, and I am a nailhead. I was part of the living dead. I did my time. And now, they want to change my mind. Before they caged the body, they caged the mind. They captured the soul by breaking the spirit with negative thoughts of nothing. Can you cage a thought or capture the wind? It's not the prison guards with guns, but inmates and convicts who refuse to become one. No positive light. The prisoner's cage, the locks of the mind, negativity and self-hate. A refusal to be a positive light. Jealous of the next person because they want to live right. Like a person without sight, darkness into the middle of the night. The real prisoners are scales of the mind, locks of negativity standing in place and marking time. Those who challenge every positive thought, ask them why. Is it to hold you back? Without a doubt. But it is the system that caged the body, but first they caged the mind. You hold the key to a positive mentality. Free yourself with positive thoughts. Don't be afraid to dream. Don't let your dreams become a nightmare. Negative thoughts are prisons of the mind. Locks of negativity standing in place and marking time. Like the darkness of a soul, a ball of confusion, the truth must be told. Can't you see? Only the truth can make you free. Positive thoughts are healing for the soul. Free the mind and the body will follow. they cage the body, they cage the mind. It's not the prison guards with guns, but inmates and convicts who refuse to become one. Negative thoughts of nothing, taking honey from a bee, make you kill your brother because you failed to see. Look in the mirror and see yourself. You hold the key to a positive mentality. That's the key. So unlock the door and come back to me. Merge with the totality of mentality. Take a vacation from madness or trip from sadness. See the light, hope, and gladness. Days without night. Can you cage the thought or capture the wind? It's all an illusion, but I'll say it again. Can you cage the thought or capture the wind? Woo!
My car. I live inside my car with my daughter. She is 13 years old, and I'm a single mom. I never thought it would be like this. I never thought I would be living in my car. I live in my car, but I am still homeless. I am just one step from the street, one step from the shelter. I have a college degree, and I used to work in an office, and I made pretty good money. Enough to make a down payment on a house in a nice neighborhood. Good environment for my little girl to grow up. Then my house got foreclosed, and I had to move into a small apartment. And out of nowhere, they downsized and cut my job. I looked and looked for work before my unemployment check ran out. My check ran out last month. And the only work I could find was telemarketing. And it was only part-time. I'm trying to hold on, but it's getting hard. I gotta hold on for my little girl. I gotta be strong for her. But for now, my car is my home. I don't want to live in a shelter. I want a place of my own, a place I can call home. It's getting hard out here. There's no telling what's out there waiting for me. I'm trying to hold on, but it's getting hard. My name is Autohead. I got a little girl, and I live in my car. Yeah!
The homeless problem is a problem that affects all of us, regardless of race, creed, or color. The homeless is like the nails in the foundations of our community and our society. Some are like hammers, some like saws, some just nails. But all are important to the overall foundations of the house. Just as the nails is part of the whole that make up the entire house, it is the totality of tools like hammers and saws and those that use them that truly make up the foundation. It is you, the community members, who must reach out to the homeless population and integrate them back into the community. My name is Wisehead, and I am a nail's head.